Hey UConn Nation, it's KK Arnold here. If you're looking for the latest UConn women's basketball content, go subscribe to Listen Up to Phil and Ryan. Go Huskies!
Welcome back to Listen Up. Is Rye again for the game recap for you guys tonight. Final score from tonight's game, another Huskies rout. UConn wins 91 to 49. Again, thank you guys for the support on the last couple of videos. We're closing in now on 3,000 subscribers. I saw it went up another 10. So thank you guys so much for that. It's been popping off the last couple of days with the likes and comments and the subs. So we love to see that. Hopefully you guys keep that going. I know there's been record channel highs for the likes and all the comments on the last couple of videos. So I know everybody's getting pretty excited now for the end of the season and for postseason basketball. But still got a couple of these Big East regular season games to go. And of course, we had one tonight against Seton Hall. Another pretty easy win for UConn, I'd say. At least it ended up that way. But for the game recap, it was actually a somewhat slow start from UConn. The Pirates started the game on a 5-0 run, but the Huskies eventually got their offense rolling, hit a couple threes, went on a 12-0 run of their own. But after that, the offense kind of halted again, and UConn actually went about 5 minutes without scoring. Seton Hall scored 10 unanswered points. Paige Bueckers checked back in for Sarah Strong after she picked up her second foul of the game, and Bueckers was on a mission to try to vamp up the offense again. Huskies took advantage of Seton Hall's turnovers and took a 14-point lead advantage into halftime. And Paige, she kind of twisted her ankle at the end of the half. Luckily, she was okay and came back out for the second half. She scored the first points out of the break, and that made her ninth on UConn's all-time scoring list, passing the great Diana Taurasi. So quite a moment for Paige Bueckers, but obviously there's still one thing on her mind for the end of this season, but definitely breaking a couple records, reaching the 2,000 points. Had another great performance tonight. But UConn, they kind of got back in the flow in the third quarter. It seemed like to me they looked a little complacent in the first half, and Gino at halftime was a little furious at the team, as you can imagine. As he said it seemed like no momentum carried over from Sunday's win. But the good news was that they looked great in the second half. And there were a lot of great offensive plays from Bueckers, Chen, Strong, and Shade, and Aubrey Griffin as well. She came in, had a very nice game. But I will say it was kind of a disappointing first half. Like Gino said, the momentum not seeming to carry over. Just looked like they were maybe a little confused at times. Obviously, a really slow start. Not ideal, not really what we want to see at this point in the season, as we're almost through the month of February already, getting close, like I said, to March. But like I said, the good news was they kind of cleaned up almost everything in the second half. Got their, not as many threes, but they got their offense rolling. Forced a couple more turnovers. Seton Hall didn't really have a chance in that second half to get a lot of good quality looks and shots up. And like I said, Paige Bueckers, Kaylin Chen, Strong, Shade, Griffin really stepped up in that second half to get the offense rolling again. Like I said, Paige Bueckers had a great game tonight despite the injury scare. 23 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, and 1 rebound shy of a double-double. Probably would have gotten it, but she got benched at the end of the third quarter and then didn't come back in for the fourth quarter. But Chen, Griffin, Shade, and Strong all followed with double-digit performances. They were all very efficient tonight from the field. Aubrey scored 15 points and is now 39 points away from scoring a career total of 1,000 points. So that would quite be a great thing for her to accomplish. With all the couple injuries that she's had. Obviously, Aubrey, really good role player on this team. all 5 years she's been with the team. It's going to be sad to see her leave after this season, but she had a great game tonight. And like we keep saying and repeating, Aubrey Griffin has a huge role from now until the end of the season. But UConn only made 5 threes tonight. I believe they were 5 of 19. And like I said, it kind of took them a whole half to really settle into the game, but they did end up winning by a little over 40 points. So a good result at the end, but definitely a couple of things to definitely take away and kind of, kind of get fixed before the end of the season. But we'll go ahead and head on over to the comments section as you guys really came through. Like I said on the last video, wish I could read almost all these comments, but we always start with more CE Junior. They said, you guys see what I believe Gino has changed or tweaked Sarah's role and Paige's to more facilitating than scoring. It seems like between her and Paige together or separate are doing more assists, defense, rebounds, assists than a big score, which in turn got El Alfie, Ash, Chen, and KK involved, or one of them open for a bucket. Thoughts? Notre Dame, we didn't have Fudd, who even at 75% of her current playing would have made up 11-point difference, and USC was her first game back, only played 8 minutes. Those two losses were close, not a blowout like South Carolina. Well, I do kind of agree with the first part of that. Uh, it definitely seems like Paige Bueckers' role this season has been more about setting up her teammates and assisting. And of course that's kind of been what her role has been ever since her freshman year. It kind of seems like Paige usually always puts her teammates first. And we've heard Gino countless times talking about how he wants to be Beckers to be a little more selfish at times. And when the Huskies really are looking for somebody to step up on offense, we all know Paige can definitely step up and really take over a game. We've seen it before. We've seen it a couple of times last season and this season. But I definitely do agree. This season, it's definitely been an emphasis for Paige to really get in the assist category, setting up all her teammates. And that's the way it's been for most of these games for really everybody on this team. The way Caitlin Chen came in during the beginning of the season, had a lot of chemistry. And Sarah Strong obviously been doing her thing ever since the season started, but I feel like that's really been the key. One of the great keys to UConn's success on offense this season is all the assists. We see it every single game since, like I said, the beginning of the season. They do that better than any team in the country in terms of setting up everybody, the assists to their field goals made every single game. And yeah, that's been mentioned a lot. The second part here, Notre Dame, obviously, Fudd 75% of her, out coming back versus USC. So, obviously UConn for a couple of those losses wasn't completely healthy. And it was great to see on Sunday what a completely healthy, well, almost completely healthy, still had a couple players out, Ice Brady and Morgan Shelley. But it was nice to see, the starting players really step up and what we can expect the rest of the season out of a really healthy starting five. Next comment we'll go to from Scott Osterman. They said Janelle Alfie had our best game and looked strong. Chen and Shade hit their threes in the first half, and Fudd hit hers in the third and fourth quarter. Strong and Bueckers were the glue that held the team together. Also, the team rebounding defense was great in this game. Yeah, I mean, that's really all those things accumulated to that win and made up for that win. And that's all the things that need to happen every single game in March for them to win and try to win their 12th championship. All of those things. Janelle Alfie needs to continue to step up for this team. Caitlin Chen, Ashlyn Shade, they're not really expected to score a ton of points, but Kaylin Chen, just like tonight, 15 points, 6 of 7 shooting. When she does that, it sets this team up for great success. And when Ashlyn Shade can come into the game and just be a demon on, on defense and just terrorizing the other team, and on offense, hitting her threes, this team is very dangerous come March. But last comment we'll go to is from Jeanette Adams. She said, I like how you both pick the teams you really think will win. Newsflash, this is the Listen Up No BS. And yeah, I mean, if you guys have been watching us for quite some time, you know that me and Phil are going to pick the teams that we think are going to win. We definitely don't try to BS a lot on the show and give our straight opinions and straight facts and try to provide you guys with the most straight news and opinions that we can provide you guys with. But I think that's going to do it for me tonight. Again, another Huskies blowout and a Big East victory, getting ever so close to finishing another season undefeated in the Big East. Of course, we have a game with Creighton coming up around the corner. But I think that's going to do it for me tonight. For the game recap, another Huskies blowout win, and I will see you guys probably Friday morning for the last check-in video. This has been Rye on Listen Up.